everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Kelly, and for today's video we're going to be doing a bunch of bookish things because it is the end of the month again, which is just getting scary how fast time is going by. I cannot believe we are heading into July. It's just so crazy to me. But we're going to be doing a lot of fun bookish things. The only thing that we're not going to be doing in this vlog is book shopping, and that is basically because, guys, there are so many new releases that are coming out in the month of July that I need to save my money so that I can be able to afford all of them, because there are just so many great books that I'm really excited to read. So no book shopping in this vlog, but we are going to be doing my book journal, which is my favorite thing to do at the end of the month. And then I need to film my TBR video and then my wrap up, which I'm not going to be filming those. I think tomorrow we will film the TBR video, and then Sunday we'll do my wrap up because that's like the last day of the month. So I should have like all of my books that are going to be read in June by then. So yeah, my main focus of today is to get done my book journal. Even if we have to do a little bit of it tomorrow, I'm going to have to, because for my TBR video, we're not going to be doing my TBR jar picks my reads. Instead, I actually posted some pictures up on my Bookstagram. I'm going to be letting my followers pick my reads for the month. So what I did was I put two books up against each other, and then I put like, I colored over it so you can't see the book. And then I put emojis that I feel best correlated with those books. Some of them it was kind of hard. I just kind of winged it on some of them, but I think I did a pretty good job on those. So I'm gonna let that sit until tomorrow. So the only spread I'm not going to be able to do is my July spread. I can honestly still do like the July and like do the theme, but I can't like glue any pictures down because I don't know what books I'm gonna be reading yet. But I can show you guys. I'm gonna grab those books that I did those polls for, and I'm gonna show you because this video will be up after that video. So let me grab those really quick and I'll show you guys the options that we have for our July reads. Alright guys, let's do a speed round of the polls that I put up on my Instagram. So the first one I put up was A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner, and I put it against Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I actually just picked up this book yesterday because I've heard amazing things about Kristen Hanna and her books and her writing. I recently saw Sarah Crowley read this book and I was just so intrigued, and reading the back of it in Barnes, I really wanted to read it, so I picked this up. I'm not really too sure which one I would think is gonna win. I'm kind of leaning towards, I think A Love Letter to Whiskey is gonna win, but I honestly don't really care which one wins out of any of these. I'll be happy with either or. Next we have two books that I got sent last month. So we have Burning with Benefits and The Paradise Problem. Some cute summary reads. Next we have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan against Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I'm really excited to read this book. Then we have two more summary reads. So we have Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I read two of her books this month, and this is her newest book that just came out. Really excited to read this. And then Mrs. Nash's Ashes by Sarah Adler. Just a, you know, a cute little summertime read for the summertime. And then I put in two fantasy books because I haven't been reading fantasy and I want to get back into it. So I put up The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni against Daughter of No World by Carissa Broadbent. I read her other series, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I think that series is still ongoing, but this is her first ever series and I really want to read this. So we had to put in two fantasy options, and then obviously there's going to be some other books that I'm going to add to my TBR that are new releases. I was going to do a new release poll, but I said to myself, I'm probably going to read both of them anyways, so I'm like, you know what, we'll skip that. But yeah, those are all the books that I put on for my TBR, and we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see what wins and what doesn't. So it has been a little while since I last talked to you guys. I've just been working on my reading journal. I would have done like a clip of me doing some of this stuff, but I can't figure out the right angle right now. The lighting in my room is just wacky. So I'm just going to show you guys the stuff that I've done so far. So I went in and filled out my little reading goal sheet. I put in like the star ratings that I gave all of the books that I read so far this month. And then I didn't fill out my monthly statistics page just because I could probably still like read another book by the time this month is over, so I'm gonna hold off on that. And then my anticipated releases page, I didn't have to do anything on here. And then I filled in 2 of my little book bingo spots. I read a book with a black cover, so I filled that one in. And then I also finished a series. I finished the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. So I filled that in. I still have to glue my top book in for the month. And then my series tracker, I got to fill in As Good as Dead. I read that. And then I also read the first book in the Monster trilogy by Rena Kent. So I filled that out as well. And I also read volume 2 Heartstopper. So I filled that out as well. I didn't read any books of my 24 to read in 2024, but that's okay. We still got time on that. And then I filled in my reading log, everything except for the page numbers of the books. I have to do that a little bit later. Didn't have any DNFs. And then I went through and highlighted the books that I read off of my physical TBR. And then my A to Z challenge, I put in As Good as Dead and Not in Love. I didn't do the little monthly tracker or genre tracker just yet, but I will do those soon. Didn't have any rereads for the month and no 5-star reads. Guys, I'm in such a 5-star read drought. I have not had one since I said this last month, but since Funny Story in April. So I am dying for a 5-star read. Hopefully I get one in July. And then I don't know if I showed you guys this. I don't think that I did, but if I did, I'm sorry. A couple days ago, I went through and printed out some pictures of books that I want to read in the summertime, so like a little bit of a summer TBR. So that's what this looks like. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So I can like check them off as we go. And then just now I went and did this. I kind of hate the way this looks. I'm not good with bubble letters, but I did my little June reads. That just looks awful. I'm gonna have to add some decorations to make it look a little bit prettier. And I also printed out so far all of the books that I have read, and I'm going to tape these on. I'm going to cut them out, and then I might start my little July page. We'll see if I want to do it today or not. But yeah, that is all that I have done so far, so I have to cut these out and tape them in my reading journal. Last little reading journal update of the day. So I put in my favorite book of June, which was Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. And then I also, as you guys saw, I did a little bit of a clip, but I stuck in my little reads so far. Hopefully I can add like another book in here because this side's looking a little plain. But I'm going to put like the ratings and stuff in tomorrow. I also added some cherries because to make it a little bit cuter, so I'm not really loving the way I did the bubble letters. And then I also like lightly, you can't really see it, you probably can't see it at all, but I lightly went in and tried to sketch out the letters for July, and I got a little bit annoyed. So I'm going to continue this part tomorrow once we know our books that we're going to be reading for July. And that is it for this guy for today. Hey guys, it has been a while since I've talked to you guys last, but I was just thinking and I said to myself, we should include some reading in this doing bookish things vlog. It just feels right, you know? But my current read is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. This is the novella that comes after Powerless, and I've been putting this off, and I said to myself today, I literally picked this up at Target because Reckless comes out in 4 days, and I still have not read this novella yet. Majority of the reason why I haven't is because I haven't been in a fantasy mood. Also, if you have read Powerless, you know why I've been putting this off. I already know I'm going to be in tears by the end, but I wanted to include some spoiler-free, I'm not going to be saying any spoilers, just showing some reactions, maybe sharing some quotes, like non-spoiler quotes, and then I'll give you guys like a rating and stuff. I feel like that's a fun thing to include in this book vlog. But I only read like 2 chapters. I think I'm on page like 14 or something, so I haven't read much today. But I'm going to read a little bit of this tonight before I go to sleep. And I'll probably end up finishing it tomorrow because it's only like 200 pages. So this is going to be like a very quick read. And I'm really scared. Hey guys, it is the next day now. I have been home from work for a little bit now. It's like almost 6 o'clock. But I just finished filming my TBR video for July. I have my reads all here that won the polls. We will talk about that in a minute. But please ignore the lighting. Just bear with me. It has been extremely gloomy all day long. And we are going to be getting some severe thunderstorms soon. So just bear with me with the lighting. It might be a little bit wacky. I apologize. But we are going to be finishing my reading journal, and then tomorrow I'm going to film my reading wrap up because I want to have better lighting. Hopefully the sun will make an appearance tomorrow. I'm not sure what the weather is going to be like tomorrow, but hopefully we have better lighting than today to film that. But tonight's plans, finish my reading journal, and then tomorrow we will film our wrap up, and then I want to reorganize my bookshelves, and then that'll pretty much wrap up this video. Yeah, the only thing left I have to do in this journal is like add my star ratings and stuff for my June reads, and then I need to make my July spread. I think I told you guys I did the letters, but I didn't really like the way they turned out, so I may or may not erase it. And I also need to figure out my theme for July. Not really too sure what that's going to be yet, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that I have left to do in my reading journal. Oh wait, I have to do my stats page and add my page numbers into my reading log. Forgot about that. And then there was something else. I have to do my monthly tracker and my genre tracker as well. Oh, and I'm still reading Powerful. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, we're just gonna be finishing up my reading journal. And I also ordered some more book tabs because I feel like I have a lot of blues and a lot of like light purples, and I'm missing some colors that I really wanted. And I saw this pack on Amazon, and it has such pretty colors, like these colors that I've never seen before on Amazon. So I just bought a whole bunch of new tabs, and let's just say I'm obsessed with these. I haven't been tabbing books as much lately as I used to, and I really want to get back into it because I love tabbing my books and like picking out colors that match the cover. Just something about it is so soothing and relaxing to do. So I really want to get back into my annotating era. So that's why I bought some tabs. But yeah, let's talk about the books that won the poll. So for my TBR for July, we have Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, Mrs. Nash's Ashes by Sarah Adler, This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, and A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. And then we also have some new releases that I am going to be adding to my TBR as well. But yeah, these are all the winners from my Instagram poll. I don't know what I did with it. but I printed out the little covers of these to add to my reading journal. I'm going to grab my iPad and look for some ideas for my July spread, and then I'll come back once we're gonna go do all that stuff. And then I'm going to spend the rest of my night reading Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Alright guys, it has gotten significantly darker in my room because it is about to storm, but I've just been working on my reading journal. I did my July spread. Am I obsessed with it? No, but I think it's cute. I was looking on Pinterest for some inspo, and I just didn't see any that caught my eye, and I said to myself, well, 4th of July, I could do like a 4th of July themed spread. So this is what I came up with. Is it the cutest spread ever? No, I think it honestly looks better in person than it does on camera. I don't know. I feel like the camera's not doing it justice, but I actually really like this side. This side's a little bit boring. I just did some more stars on this side. So yeah, a little 4th of July themed spread. It's not my favorite spread I've done, but I actually really like it. I don't know. I wish I would have centered the title a little bit more. Like, I wish I would have put July a little bit further down. But you know what? I think it's cute. I have my pictures here for my TBR. I just have to finish cutting them, and then we can tape them into my spread, and then we're going to do little predictions of what we think we're going to be rating these books. And then I have to go through and do all the little other things that I have to do, and then we'll pretty much be done with this, which is really exciting. I don't know, I love doing this. It's so relaxing. I was watching a Twitch stream, but I think while I finish this up, I'm going to put on my headphones and listen to some music. Tell I've been obsessed with Gracie Abrams' new album because I've been listening to it nonstop. Also, how did I ignore the fact that I have this huge zit on the middle of my face and I didn't even wear concealer to work today? Like, I got to work and I literally saw it and I was like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, how did I not see it this morning? I don't know. I barely slept last night. I don't know what it was, but I kept tossing and turning, and Oliver was going a little whack nuts. So I didn't go to bed till late, and I woke up at what, like 7:50 I think was when I actually like woke up. I think I woke up at first to when my alarms were like 7:15, and I was like, hell no, and I snoozed it and went back to sleep for a little bit, but I'm a little tired. Anyways, that's besides the point. But I just put in some predictions of what I think I'm going to give the books my TBR, and I'm just going to share them with you guys. So for Mrs. Nash's Ashes, I predicted 4 stars. We also have 2 5-star predictions, which, guys, I don't know if I've said it yet in this video. If I did, I'm sorry, I'm going to be annoying. I have not had a 5-star read since April when I read Funny Story by Emily Henry. And that book, I still constantly think about it. I used one of my credits on Audible to get the audiobook for Funny Story, and I think I might reread it again either in July or August through audio, because I need some more happiness in my life. I've not had a 5-star read since then, but we have 2 5-star predictions, which is pretty crazy. So Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is the next book after Powerful that comes out in a couple of days now. I am so excited. I think it's going to be a 5-star. I hope it doesn't let me down. And then The X-Vows by Jessica Joyce, which I read You at the View earlier on this year, and I gave that book 5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and I've been hearing amazing things about this book, and I cannot wait to have it in my hands. I'm so excited. It comes out the 16th. And then A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. I gave it a 3-star prediction because I don't know if I'm going to love it. It could prove me wrong. We're going to find out. And then The Paradise Problem, I put 3.5. I don't know. I could also rate that one higher. And then another new release that comes out on the 2nd, the same day as Reckless comes out, is Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the author that wrote my favorite series ever, the Addicted Calloway Sister series. And I cannot wait for this book. I will be going to Barnes & Noble on Tuesday and getting Reckless and Dishonestly Yours. Or Target if it has it. But I don't know if they're going to have... I know they will probably have Reckless because they had Powerful, the novella, when it came out. I don't know about Kristen Becca Ritchie. I'm going to have to go to Barnes for that. But I predicted a 4.5 star for that one. I would have put 5 star, but I'm not sure because it's a new series. And I've only read one series from her. So, 4.5 is my prediction. It also could be higher. And then This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. I predicted a 4.25 star. And then a 4 star for Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. So those are all my... Here we go. Can you see that? You probably can't see the little stars that I put up there. But those are my predictions. Hopefully we'll have a 5-star in my life because I'm dying for one. But yeah, that's my little July spread. I still haven't filled out all the other stuff yet because I'm procrastinating. I've just been listening to music. And now I've been yapping you guys for 4 minutes. If this video is just me yapping for 30 minutes, mind your business. I'm too lazy to grab my camera. It's all the way across the room. But, as you can see, I'm crying already. Reading Powerful. I just finished chapter 13, so I'm on chapter 14 now. And why am I already getting emotional? Oh my goodness. But I'm on page 142. And like I said, I think there's like 220-ish pages. So, I'm more than halfway through this. And I am not ready for the end of the book. If you know, you know. Also, my nose ring keeps turning inside out. But it's fine. I'm gonna go read, continue, and probably sob. Guys, I fear that if I'm crying so much by reading this little novella, that I'm not ready for Reckless. Because tell me why this quote is just made me so emotional. I'm trying to find the right part. Here we go. I'm quite sure that even the stars are envious of you. And she goes, what? He goes, you make even the stars envious. Because one day, far from now, you will be up there beside them, outshining every single one. Why is that the sweetest thing? Like, her writing, her quotes just always get me. Guys, I have 15 pages of this book left, and I just kind of want to not finish because I already know I'm going to cry. Like, I can feel it, and I'm really scared. Like, I know what happens. Like, I know how this is going to end, and I don't want it to happen. Back. It is the next day now. Also, ignore my hair. I look like a wet dog right now because I took a shower a little bit ago and washed my hair, and it's still quite damp. But I've just been finishing up my reading journal, so I did everything that I haven't done so far. So I filled out my monthly statistics page. I read 10 books in the month of June, 3,523 pages, 7 physical books. I read 0 books on my Kindle, which is kind of crazy. and then 3 audiobooks. I have 73 books on my TBR still, which is more than last month because I've been buying books, which, whoopsies, and 0 rereads. So I filled that out as well, and then I went back into my reading log and I listed all the pages, like the page count from each of the books that I read. And I also put in Powerful because I finished that last night. I gave that 3.5 stars. I would have given that book a higher rating, but it was a novella. I feel like if it was a regular book and if it was a little bit longer, I could have seen myself giving it a higher rating. But we didn't get too much of them, so that's why I gave it a 3.5. I still really enjoyed it, and I cried, as you guys saw last night. And then I did my monthly tracker and my genre tracker. We had no 5-star reads, which I've talked about. I'm in a 5-star read slump. Haven't had one. And then I finished up my... Oops, where is it? Here we go. My June reads page, which I kind of made it worse because it was looking a little bit plain. So I added like these borders around it, and I kind of hate the way that it looks. But you know what? It's already done. So I finished that up and I put all my star ratings next to them. And then the last page I showed you guys last night was my July spread. So that is it for my reading journal until next month. This is so much fun to do. But we're going to add one more day onto this. I was going to end this vlog today, but I don't have time to reorganize my bookshelves or film my wrap up because I have to go into work a little bit earlier today. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and then we'll end this little book vlog tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I don't know the last time I updated you guys, but it is Thursday now. It has been days since I talked to you. Work and just stuff has been crazy, but I need to end this vlog today. So the only things left that I have to do is I need to film my June reading wrap up, which I'm about to do. I just did my makeup. And then after that, we're going to reorganize my bookshelves, and that's pretty much it. But I did want to talk about, I went to Barnes & Noble's a couple days ago and got 2 of my most anticipated reads of this year. Obviously, you guys know Funny Story was my most anticipated read, but these 2 are definitely top 5 anticipated reads of the year. So I picked up Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is the sequel of Powerless. And I just read Powerful, which was the novella in between, and I'm so excited to continue. And then I also picked up Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. You guys know they wrote the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, which is my favorite series of all time. So I'm so excited to read something new from them and get into one of their new universes. I'm so excited for it. So yeah, I picked up these 2 books a couple of days ago. And I also got sent an ARC from Gallery Books. They sent me The Paradise Problem and Burning with Benefits, but those weren't ARC copies. I've actually never gotten an ARC before, so this is so cool. It's called People Will Talk by Karen Scott, and it has like this little ARC sticker on it. I've never heard of this author before, but one of my book goals of the year was to read new to me authors. So I'm really excited to read this. Thank you, Gallery Books, for sending me this. I don't know, it's just so cool. I've never been sent an ARC before. But yeah, sorry for this long clip. I'm going to get changed and film my reading wrap up, and then we can reorganize my shelves. And I think that's pretty much it for this vlog. Tonight, when I get home from work, I need to edit this and also edit my wrap up and get those up in the next couple of days because I'm very behind. I feel like I say this every single month, but I'm behind. Alright guys, it is a couple hours later. I actually have like an hour and a half before I have to leave for work. I have to work the 4th of July, which I didn't really have plans anyways, but just the feeling of having to work on a holiday feels illegal, in my opinion. But I finished filming my wrap up. I took my thumbnail and everything. If you can hear my air conditioner, please ignore it. It's just really hot in my room and hot outside today. But finished filming, I did my thumbnail, I did everything that I have to do with my book so I can finally put all of them away on my shelf. I'm honestly just going to quickly put them away in like their spots and stuff. I'm not gonna like be taking off any books or anything because I don't have time to do that. I think I might do a video like reorganizing my shelves and then do like a little bookshelf tour. If you guys will be interested in that, let me know in the comments. But I don't think I'm going to show me reorganizing my shelves in this video because I need to start editing this tonight and get this up, so I need to end this here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little bookish vlog doing random things. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. Again, I'm sorry I haven't finished off this video days ago. I should have, but work, it's been busy. I've been a little stressed, but it's fine. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye guys.